connecting people, building communities, helping clients to build multi-generational wealth through real estate.
Today, we have the privilege of having Behnaz Beigui with us. She's a certified functional nutrition counselor. She pursued functional nutrition counseling at the Functional Nutrition Alliance. Her practice is focused on transforming the environment and lifestyle of each individual to rediscover health and vitality one step at a time. Her favorite way to heal is by getting creative in the kitchen and making anti-inflammatory foods that support and express our body's natural ability to heal. Welcome, Behnaz. Behnaz, when we bring homes to the market, sometimes we go to homes that definitely the smell of baking makes it so appealing, but it doesn't necessarily mean that baking is having the health benefit with us. How can we bring the aroma and the health benefits into our baking quick desserts we can make, not be only a source of inspiration to others, but also for well-being and our health?
Of course, the whole point of eating, it could be your dessert, it could be your meals, is to feel nourished and to get nutrients, to stay fit, energized, fuel, and feel really great about our bodies, right? Food is here to support us. It's not here to make us stressed out because the process of digestion is already very stressful on the body. So we want to make sure that the food that we're eating is also very supportive and nourishing. Because food is like a mental process as it is a physical process. Trust me, it really is like that. So when you think about baked goods, like you want the baked goods to also add those nutrients, right? And you don't want it to take away from your health. There are so many alternatives that you can have: cacao powder, almond flour, coconut flour, vanilla, and maple syrup, honey. These are ingredients that you can replace your the conventionally known baking ingredients with. And they're so delicious. They're so rich in flavor and so nourishing for the body. You can use your berries. I mean, the fresh smell of strawberries and raspberries and blueberries with a little bit of mint on your chia pudding or your coconut pudding. I mean, think about that. It's delicious, it's aromatic, and it feels really great. So you walk into a kitchen where you're roasting almonds, raw almonds, and that aroma is just incredible. Add a little bit of cinnamon to it. It's going to make it even warmer, more inviting, and people are naturally drawn into environments that are, that smell great, of course, but also feel good. Because when you're making healthy food, it's like making medicine in the kitchen, and baking isn't excluded from that. In fact, it could be another way to get creative and inspired, because you can still eat your cake and feel amazing, contrary to what people say. So again, plan it ahead of time and know that the healthier you choose, the more, I would say, inviting it even is for others.
So yeah, that's great. From personal experience, and I'm sure that you guys can relate, whenever you walk into a house and something is baking, like there are cookies that are baking, even if you are not into sweets, your brain is telling you instantly, I want that, right? So I want to continue with the smell. I want to go from room to room and just continue experiencing that until you get used to the smell after a few minutes, and then you no longer feel anything. I think that roasting nuts actually is a great idea at home. The attractiveness of the smell will give you pretty well the same dopamine hit, I would think. Okay. Whereas if asked, you all of a sudden revert to something that's completely healthy, right? So what are you doing? I'm not baking cookies, no. I'm actually roasting nuts, and everybody can partake in that and enjoy it, even if that person is an absolute health nut. So great thinking. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, exactly. I love that. Yes, absolutely.
Thank you, Behnaz. I actually love the roasting almonds and nuts because it's so different, because everybody used to baking cakes, and it has a certain kind of aroma that everyone is familiar with, but not many people are roasting nuts at home and adding cinnamon to it. So that would make it different for sure.
Definitely. And it smells amazing. It smells like heaven. I mean, it smells like fresh croissants, Doesn't want that. Just add some melted chocolate on it. Oh my God. Yeah.
So let's talk about croissant. Is there any healthy way of making croissant?
I'm coming up with the recipe as we speak because I love them, but I haven't found a way yet. So, but I mean, they're not going to be like the traditional. Think about it. Even our soils and the crops of the crops that have changed so much over the years, over the last, couple of centuries that, of course, the quality of the croissants that are gluten and made with wheat are different from what it was back in the day. And back in the day, they had more nutrients, right? So I'm trying to find something that would replace the wheat flour, but also be as flaky and delicate, because honestly, I don't think you can make it without.
From regular flour would be using Italian flour, and I read about the differences between the flour that's used in North America for the most part and flour that's used in Europe, for instance, and Italy somehow was the case in point, and that they let the wheat ferment for much longer in Italy than they are here, and once it's ground into flour, the quality of what you get in the end is significantly higher in terms of the health benefit or detriment to one's health, no matter, depending on how you look at it. So I guess if you want to make a healthier croissant, one thing you can do is consider using flour from the overseas, specifically an Italian brand of flour. And another thing is maybe using something like stevia instead of sugar. Any comments on that?
Yeah, of course. So yes, absolutely. And you want to make sure that it's organic, because organic flours, they don't naturally have those, the pesticides and the things that they add to the soil to protect it, so to speak, right? But there are ways, of course, and I'm going to figure it out. As for stevia is a plant, right? It's great. I love stevia. I love to use it in, if I want to make myself iced coffee, like I usually add a couple of drops of stevia to that. And I add some collagen powder to it, of course. Like stevia works amazing. It has an aftertaste. I don't think I don't think that it would necessarily work in croissants, because there's no sugar in the croissant itself. It just add like that, if you're making pain au chocolat, and if you want to like put that like delicious piece of chocolate inside it, I would say like get sugar-free chocolate chips, or melt those chocolate chips and transform it into these little shapes of dark chocolate, like longer. And then you can put it in that, the dough that you're making, and it's going to be as delicious. But anyway, that's like that's a whole baking show.
Yeah. We can have a workshop for that one day.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah, I imagine.
Yeah. Thank you, Behnaz. Definitely great tips to make quick desserts that would not only be inspirational for others, but more importantly for our own health and well-being.
Absolutely.
Connecting people, building communities, helping clients to build multi-generational wealth through real estate.